Already unmuted, guys.
It said unmute, so I
Yeah,
unmuted.
we're
You got
unmuted.
me,
Yeah,
okay.
we're good. Awesome.
Did you guys hear my rant? There was no electricity before the game, and the guy selling Dippin' Dots is ripping me because his Dippin' Dots are melting. I said, "Well, I can't, we're just trying to play a game." Only in Honolulu. Okay. Anybody want to ask a question? First of all, it was a great team win. We're excited about it. We wanted to go to 1-0. It was a hard way. And every time I've been over here, stuff happens. And, you know, we had a couple players go down. Titus went down. He's in concussion protocol. We lost our starting deep snapper, so we had to make some adjustments there. And, you know, I thought Andrew Peasley competed extremely hard. He can play better, but he competed like a champion. And obviously our offensive line and the running backs did great. I also want to make special note of this too. You know, coming over here, the folks at Aero Moving and Storage out of Cheyenne were really great. They helped along with JD and Nick Fulton to just make this as seamless on our part as it could. So it was a big team win. So at this time, questions.
Greg, what if I told you in camp that you guys would be 6-3, bowl eligible, 4-1, playing very meaningful football in November? What would you have said to me?
I would say that's a kind of a stretch. You know, we had so many questions, and even during fall camp, there was some deep concerns I had about our team. But this group is, they've taken the coaching, Cody, and they've continued to get better. You're right, we're playing meaningful games. There's an old saying, remember November. We're going to be in November playing really important football games.
Craig, how impressed are you with just DQ's continued development, and then DeWyan really putting a huge touchdown on the board for you guys?
You know what, there was kind of running backs by committee, and like I said, those guys saw some field. They set some cuts up. I do think we did some dominant job blocking up front, but those backs were really making a lot of big plays with their legs. And obviously, I think we had about 358 yards total rushing tonight. You're going to win a lot of games when you're able to do that.
Hey, Craig. So in that, I think it was in the first quarter, it's that roughing the passer call. What did you kind of see on that play, and then how important was it to kind of respond and rebound from that weird goal?
Really important because it, you know, that was a pick six, and it's going to change the whole momentum of the game. What we were told was, you know, our player hit the passer late. I mentioned that he was pushed into the passer. And they couldn't get clarification on that. And so we moved on. You know, I thought our team really responded well because that was a big swing in momentum, and we stayed in the fight.
Greg, how much do you just enjoy watching DQ's style of running?
You know, running backs have and I used to coach linebackers for a lot of years. And so you get used to how a guy's running and where the gaps are and how he's setting up his runs. And then when you have a couple different guys come in there and see what DQ is able to do, he's able to miss some guys. He's got good open field speed. You know, he's got really good vision. And obviously, I don't know how many yards he had tonight, but he had a boatload.
Craig, I believe after that Rook play you were talking about, the defense held him to a field goal. And then also, you know, after Peasley's 2 interceptions, I think they scored a combined 3 points. Just your thoughts on the defense, you know, stepping up.
Yeah, during that time, I was trying to pump Jay up because he's mad about in the locker room, we should have done this or that. And you know, there was a couple times that we could have had our sword broken, and those guys bowed up. And I think one time they either missed a field goal or we held them to some field goals. And so, you know, picks are going to happen. We don't like them, but I thought our defense responded really well.
Craig, so you're 2 for 3 on traveling trophies so far. Does that kind of motivate you going into 2 weeks from now in Fort Collins?
You know what? We're going to enjoy this win tonight. We knew it was going to be a hard win, and we preached to our guys to be 1-0. But there's no denying this next game is a huge football game for, you know, our whole program. And so we're gonna be spending the night here in Honolulu. We had planned that and travel back next week. We got some guys banged up. We're gonna have full blower preparations on CSU, and we'll get to that when we get back to Laramie.
Greg, how about the evolution of Cam Stone? He was in position a lot early in the year, but we talked about that broken record over and over. Tonight, he was making those plays and those 50-50 balls, knocking them out.
Cody, what we've seen that in practice. He has amped his game up in practice. He competes. He listens to Coach Boyd. He's following through on putting himself into a competitive situation to where he can rake the ball out. They went after him several times tonight, and I mean he stood out like a rock star. But that has been an evolution, and it's been on his practice habits, and then he's carried it over onto the game field.
Craig, did Andrew kind of adjust and run the ball because the passing game wasn't there? Or was that something you thought would be there with him tonight?
With the quarterback run game?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them were predetermined, and then a couple of them he took off and made something out of nothing. So he's a competitive guy. I was worried when he went down, they examined his hand. But he made a lot of plays with his legs, there's no doubt. But we thought we were concerned coming in when they stoned San Diego State's guys up front. We knew they were going to be stout, and we ended up wearing them down, but we were going to need the element of the quarterback run some when they got in a single high look.
Craig, we talked last week about the importance of those third down stops on defense. So they were 6 of 17 tonight. How much of a difference did that kind of play down the stretch tonight?
Oh, obviously that was a huge difference. I mean, there were several times that we forced them into punting situations, and then a couple times on fourth down we came up with the stops as well. And so, and a couple of them were third down and short. So we're really pleased with that. We're going to build on that.
Is that trophy as heavy as it looks?
You know, I haven't, maybe in my younger day, Cody, I'd probably pick it up, but I let DQ do that. You know, it's a beautiful trophy. And one of the things that I found through the years is, even though you look at the difference in geography and everything else, but the two programs are really pretty hard-nosed programs. And so, you know, to have a trophy and celebrate it, our guys are in the locker room taking pictures with it right now.
Is it going next to the rifle?
What's that?
Is it going next to the rifle in Laramie? The Bridgers rifle?
We'll discuss. That goes down to our equipment guy. I just know this: we're going to have adult ice cream bars on the airplane coming back. I'm excited about that. Anything else, guys? Thanks a lot. Get some sleep.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Coach.
Yep.
All right, guys, we got Cam Stone here for you.
Am I still muted?
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, Cam, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Hey, their quarterback really tested you with the deep ball tonight. You made some fantastic plays. Just what was that like to be in position to make those plays for your team?
It felt good. It felt real good. I didn't expect to get tested this much, but he tested me, and I was there most of the time. I think I did pretty well, and yeah, it felt real good after making those plays. It gave me a lot of confidence throughout the game.
So Cam, how after you had a couple of turnovers there from the offense, so how much did the defense kind of take it upon itself to make up for those turnovers and hold them to field goals on a couple of those drives?
We felt a lot of pressure on us, but you know, we take that in and use it against them. Because even we can punt the ball and we'll treat it like a turnover, like we got to get this back. You know what I'm saying? If they don't score, we get our team the ball back, another chance. That's all that was really.
Gotcha.
Cam, what if I told you in camp that you guys would be 6-3 right now and 4-1 in the Mountain West and playing meaningful football in November? What would you have said?
I would have told you, or what I'm gonna tell you is, we seen this coming along. We knew this. We knew we had it in us. We also knew that people had their doubts, and people are gonna have their opinions. No one knows what goes on in between the locker room. And we knew who we was. We knew what we were capable of, and we're gonna keep going.
Cam, how painful was it that Rook Brown's pick six didn't count, and how'd you guys bounce back from that one?
Man, I don't know if you was watching it, but I was arguing with the ref whole time Rook was running because I seen the flag. That one hurt. I wanted that for Rook. I wanted it for him bad. Things happen. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Next play.
So Cam, what was it like holding that trophy after tonight's win?
I felt good, you know, because I didn't really get to have any part in what took place last year, and just being a big part of this game and being able to get it back, it felt really good. A lot of emotions there. You know, we won all the trophies.
Cam, how nice is it to see DQ James doing that to other people and not you guys in practice?
Oh man, it feels good. It feels real good. People don't know the half. I'm glad he's over there with the ones now and not on scout team.
As a defensive player, I mean, that's got to be fun to sit there on the bench and watch all of your running backs, and especially the offensive line, kind of dominate the second half like that.
Oh yeah, it is great. It's great. You can put any back in there. They all gonna get you some yards. And the O-line just did great blocking per usual. I mean, we gassed people last week. We continue to do it this week. It was really good to see it all play out.
So with this win, obviously you're bowl eligible. But obviously the job's not done yet. But is that kind of a relief for you guys, or what kind of comes with that?
No, sir. No, sir. I wouldn't say a relief at all. We're not really worried about a bowl game right now. We have our mindset on one goal, and that's a conference championship. So that's really the bowl happens. The bowl happens. We want the conference championship.
Gotcha.
Is that it for Cam?
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
All right.
Cam.
You guys have a good night.
Cam,
Thanks, man.
Zach, you can unmute yourself, my friend.
Sure, I should know this. I've been in online school for years.
Zach, that smile kind of tells a story. How good does that feel to be the bullies once again on that offensive line? This is the first time under Craig Bohl that the Wyoming Cowboys have rushed for 300 plus yards in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. I mean, a win's a win. You know, obviously we're never satisfied. You know, we got off to a slow start, had some self-inflicted wounds there at the beginning that we got to improve on. But a win's a win, and I'm so proud of this team. I'm so blessed to be with this team.
Zach, what's it been like? I mean, Craig's been talking about DQ since he got on campus, but really these last two games, he's finally out there. What's it been like to see him, you know, use those talents?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's been hearing about DQ since he stepped on campus. Everyone knows he's explosive. And we have a very talented, you know, running back group. And you know, if someone goes down, it's always the next man up mentality. And DQ's definitely, you know, taking advantage of that. And you know, we're just trying to play our part, you know, as an offensive line group to let DQ succeed. And he, you know, sometimes we'll miss a block and DQ will just juke a guy right out of his shoes. And you know, that's a big blessing to have on our team, I'll tell you that.
So Zach, how's obviously you haven't really hit the time lag yet, or the jet lag, since it'll be on the way back, but how important is this bye going to be next week for these last three games coming up?
Anytime we can take the opportunity to, you know, really look at our team and study film and, you know, have a week, you know, especially getting ready for CSU, which is obviously a big game. It's very beneficial to our group, and, you know, just a little extra time to get healthy. And so you're not going week on week on week.
Right.
But, you know, this is definitely a challenging trip, you know, the time difference, you know, flying 8 hours all together. You know, there's definitely some distractions, and obviously, like Coach Bohl said, that, you know, they play tough on the island, and we definitely saw that.
It's a difficult trip, but I'm so proud of this group and everyone did their job tonight.
Zach, how did you handle your newfound fame this week, being all over national TV? And I assume your phone was blowing up.
A little bit, for sure. But that's just all credit, to the coaches, my teammates, everything for teaching techniques, always supporting me, always having my back, because without them, I'd honestly be nothing, and I try not to think too much about it, but it is really cool, to get mentioned by Jeff Saturday and, Jeff Schwartz and, very successful offensive linemen, being a Peyton Manning fan, I've always known about Jeff Saturday, but it's really cool. But obviously, it was cool to think about and to see, but we knew we had a game, at Hawaii, this week. And so that was my main focus, and just watching film and being with everyone. That was my ultimate goal.
Is that trophy as heavy as it looks, Zach?
Honestly, I haven't really felt it. We gave it to some other guys, but it looks pretty heavy.
Zach, what does it say about your team that, on a night when Pease only has 76 yards passing and a couple interceptions and Titus goes down early, that you steamroll them in the second half like that?
I honestly, that's just Powder River there. Honestly, next man up, pick everybody up, look to the guy to your right and to your left, and just know that they're going to have your back and everything's going to be all right. And that's just a true testament to the hard work that everybody puts in, and coaches all the way down. It's just a blessing, and I'm very thankful to be in this program, and I trust every single one of these teammates, and it's just a blessing to be on this team.
Zach, how much better is the 8-hour flight going to be back home with that trophy with you?
A whole lot better than it felt in 2018. I'll tell you that. That was a tough flight, flying back right after, the game, losing last second. I was just, bright-eyed freshman, didn't really know. I mean, and I was tired. I couldn't imagine, actually playing in it. And so, tomorrow's going to be a lot better than if it went the other way.
Zach, Cam Stone said that he's not shocked that you guys are 6-3 and 4-1 and playing meaningful football in November. Craig Bull said he had some doubts in camp and didn't really know with all the youth. What did you think? What do you think now when I tell you you're bowl eligible and you're 4-1 in the Mountain West and you're playing a very meaningful slate of football here coming up?
We're not satisfied. It's obviously really cool, to be bowl eligible, but we're never. We haven't been mentioned in what we mentioned last year. As far as big picture, it's a great goal to hit, but it's not what we're looking for, if that makes sense.
You guys good with Zach?
Yeah, thanks, Zach.
So
Zach.
Thank you.
Good job.
You're up. Yep. Yeah, you gotta stand here.
Hey, guys, we got DQ here for you.
How y'all doing?
How good have these last 2 weeks felt, man, that you've been able to actually get out there and show Wyoming fans what you can do?
Feel good. It been feeling good. Knowing, hard work pays off. Knowing that hard work do pay off.
DQ, how would you describe the level that the offensive line has played at this last 2 weeks?
Outstanding. All my yards go towards them. All my yards. The last 2 weeks go towards them. Couldn't do it without them.
So DQ, we talked on Monday about how meaningful this game was going to be for you playing at Hawaii. So what was it like to actually get out there and play on that campus?
It felt, it felt kind of weird at the beginning because that was the school I was committed to.
Right.
But at the day, I'm here. We here to play ball. We're here to get our trophy and go back home. To learn me.
DQ, how sweet was it to see DeWyan kind of get loose and put that huge touchdown on the board for you guys?
That I'm speechless. I'm very speechless. Like we needed that brought us back because the energy was falling down a little bit. Once he hit that, I felt good. Yeah, real comfortable.
EQ, are you shocked that you got caught from behind on that big run?
Ah,
Have your teammates given you any guff yet?
yes. Yes, I am shocked, but he had a good angle. But hey, we got the dub.
You're really slacking too. No touchdowns.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what. Well, I don't. I really don't.
DQ, what did you see on that roughing the passer call early in that first quarter? That brought back that pick six. I mean, obviously that was a big momentum swing. What did you see from where you were sitting?
You know, that was crazy. That was like unnecessary for real. Like I didn't like that myself. But you know,
How important was it to bounce back from that, though? Obviously, I got called back, but the team responded pretty well, especially the defense, right?
Yes, it felt good, you know, knowing that we can. Something like that was to happen, you know, defense go out there do what they had to do.
Is Coach Ball going to give you guys any beach time after this?
I hope so. I really hope so. I'm praying that he do, cause we got the trophy. We need a little
EQ, there was a lot of question marks around this team because of all the youth and the transfer portal and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Are you shocked at all that you guys are 6-3 and 4-1 and right there in the title hunt in November?
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. Before the season started, you know, a lot of people doubting us, saying we'll be like 4-8, stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, we're gonna play ball. We gonna grind, cause nobody putting that work that we put in. So you know, we go out there, do what we have to do. You know, y'all paid off, and now everybody, oh, let's go Cowboys. But at first, it was like, you know, we always prove wrong, beat the odds.
Anything else for DQ, guys?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you, DQ.
All right, guys, that's it.
All right,
Thanks,
y'all have a
EQ.
good one.
Thanks,
Thanks.
guys.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Nick.
Yep.